Hey guys, how you doing? Cafongo here, and today in this video I'm bringing you a Black Ops 3 Easter egg about the new specialist. And it's not really an Easter egg, most of this is just facts, but it's possible that I could be showing you the new weapons for the new BlackJack specialist ability, the temp specialist, that's going to be coming out in the DLC next one or the one after. We don't know when the launch is yet. Alright guys, so before I carry on, I just want to tell you, for the leaked images of this specialist BlackJack, I'm going to put some links down in the description you can click on, and it's basically going to be comparisons of BlackJack, what he looks like, and how he compares to the black market guy, because that is who he's meant to be. So let's jump into it, and as you see here, I'm on the map Gauntlet, and if you come over to here, it's one of the spawn points. It's not the one outside, it's the one inside near the offline sign. If you don't know where it is still, look on the map, the big map, and it's here where my yellow triangle is, just over here. Alright guys, so how did people find out that this specialist was going to be released? If you come to the back here, at Gauntlet where I showed you, there's 11 of these spots. One for this weird robot that appears in several missions, and then one for every specialist. Firebreak, Sparrow, Spectre, that's 3. And then if you run all the way over here, I can't find it, come on. Yeah, here. And then there's Seraph, there's Ruin, and there's Nomad, that's 6. And then over here, there's Battery, 7. And then there's Reaper, which is 8. And then this person, Tempest guy. Yeah, let's just call him Tempest guy, which is 9. And that's what we have. But you may be thinking, where's the other one? Next to Battery here, there's a slot for, as if it's going to be another specialist there, but there's nothing in there. But then if you look down, there is actually a card, which is a BlackJack playing card with 2 spears on each side. Basically, it's holding a spear. And you guys probably knew this before you started watching this video. And this is how we find out that the BlackJack is going to be released. By the way, before I go any further, I just want to tell you guys, there are pictures in the description. Well, there are links in the description that take you to leaked images of this specialist and about his comparison to the black market guy, because that's who he's meant to be. So if you don't want to watch anymore, or if you just want to check them out, you can just make sure you click that so you can have a look at what the specialist is going to look like. Alright guys, so once we found that out, you need to worry about what his ability and his weapon's going to be. You guys have probably found out already what his ability is going to be. It's going to be the ability to be able to steal enemy specialist weapons. So, say if Firebreak here's got his Purifier up, you go up to him, activate it. I don't know what it is, but you save it on your person, and you use that the next time. But nobody knows what his weapon is yet until it actually comes out or gets leaked. And we have found out a few different things that it could be. I'm not saying these are all 100% clear, but odds are they are, because they've been leaked by a few Treyarch people, and I've also looked into them, and it could be true. So if you look at this drawer, all around Gauntlet, there's KRMs and everything everywhere on the walls. There's KRMs here, yes. In an open drawer, there's MR6s. But then in a slightly closed drawer with flashing lights, as if it's damaged or something, if you zoom in, it looks like a different kind of pistol. I've looked at the other ones, it's not a pistol in this game. It looks a little bit like a revolver, but with a different barrel. So his gun could either be a revolver that, I'm just suggesting that it could suck out their soul, which could be a way of killing them. Like, not as if too graphic, but because every specialist weapon has to be able to kill the people, and he manages to steal and suck out their ability, so he should be able to suck out their soul and be able to kill them. Alright guys, so another possible weapon he could have is, if you look at the back, it looks like a bit of a training course here. But yeah, and it looks all normal. But then if you come over here, you wonder what he's training for. He could be training like a new weapon, which could possibly be his weapon. And here's a shooting range. but it's not a normal shooting range. It's got arrows and it's got weird things there. It's just not what you normally have on a shooting range. It would be for some sort of weird weapon. As Camos out here, it looks like a sort of high-tech or highly protected area. Now, if you look at here, please, it says place security badge here for access, and you'd probably place it somewhere here. And it does say Colson's. This could be the name of the weapon. I'm just saying, don't quote me on that. And then this looks like it could be the weapon. It's got a bunch of gibberish. It's probably, it looks a little bit like Japanese or something, but it probably can't mean too much. But then if you look, it literally just said that the Colson's is the name of the company, but they could call it after them, how companies name weapons after them. And it looks like some sort of not ninja type thing, but like a half circle that you throw at somebody, and there's a button there. Maybe you press that button, you chuck it at them, and it kills them, which would sort of fit into the theme of that person. If you look of BlackJack, if you look into the description and look at the pictures, he looks like some sort of dark, shady person who would like normally chuck things like knives at enemies. Alright then guys, and last but not least is this is the most developed things. This is the thing that we know that is most likely to be the actual weapon, as it has been leaked a few times. Not many people have covered this, but it could possibly be the weapon. If you look here, it says media output input source primary, and then there's just a bunch of gun type things and then shapes. But then there's these 3 hexagons or pentagons here. I don't know what it is. But then if you look up here, it looks like they're formed together to create sort of something. If you look, and there's like yellow ones and there's blue ones, and it looks like they're formed to make a little shape. And if you look here, there's HOO added on. And then if you run over here, I can't remember where it is. It's not up there. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, I'll get back when I can find this, guys. Alright guys, so after half an hour trying to find this thing, for God's sake, just running around in circles, I managed to find it. It's next to the Reaper and the Prophet. So basically, if you look here, it looks a little bit blurry. I'll show you a better one here. It basically, it's locked, and it's got a bunch of stuff on, and then it's got this sort of half circle thing. Looks like some sort of throwable weapon. And yeah, it looks like a throwable weapon, which is the same as the one that we found over here. If I show you here, it looks nearly the same to that, like a so this could be his weapon, and it probably is, and it all links up together. And yeah, it basically, he could throw a sharp sort of weapon that could either suck out their soul, which is a little bit dramatic, or maybe just be as sharp to kill him, because that matches his shady character. Alright guys, so what I found out while recording this video, I was just running along, and I think it could be the possible weapon for BlackJack. I keep calling him Firebreaker, don't know why. And basically I was just running past, and I ran straight past this thing. I haven't seen any videos on it. I've surfed the web under it, and it's not came up. And I'm not saying that I'm the first person to do it, but I'm the first person to do a video on it. People may have found this out, but not done a video on it yet. And basically, if you come here, it looks like a HQ thing with just a black screen here. And this is a map of Gauntlet, or some other DLC map that's coming out. These maps here, this is Horizon of COD Ghosts, or MW2. This is another map of COD Ghosts, and then this is a map of Campaign. It's the second mission on Campaign. And then if you come down here, it's got a bunch of weird high-tech weaponry. The machine ideas for the story mode, I meant campaign robot. And then there's this guy, just a normal enemy. And then there's this guy, which is another normal enemy. Looks like he's from campaign. But if you look up here, there's a guy wearing a hoodie. What do we know BlackJack is wearing? He's wearing a black hoodie, just like this. If you look at the leaked images, it looks identical. He looks just like the black market person, this person here. He's holding a sniper that looks like the Locust. But it's not just any Locust, because one that's slightly bigger than the Locust. The Locust would only go up to about there. And if you look at what he's firing, That's not a normal bullet what he's firing. If you look, I've kind of just smudged it in the way, guys, I'm sorry. If you look, he's firing a laser. You can zoom in on that, you can pause the video here and look deeply into that. That locust, or that sniper, should I say, is firing a laser. Look, the bullet just went out the way. It's firing a laser gun. And he looks just like it. So, the next person's specialist ability, BlackJack, he's a temp specialist, that's going to be coming out in either the next DLC that comes out on around April the 20th, or the DLC that comes out after that. We haven't got any release date or info on that yet. BlackJack is the specialist, and he could be using any of those 3 weapons, but what is likely is, because that's a picture of him, a laser type sniper. We've been looking for Black Ops and laser snipers for ages, and maybe this is where they're actually bringing it out after all the laser gun requests we've submitted. Alright guys, so just a final reminder, if you enjoyed this video, you found out something new, or it helped you create your own video on it, you can take the ideas for all I care. And yeah, you can just tell your friends about this. Just make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed and you found out something new. And I'll see you in the next video in 3 days. I'm out.